we do here is go back.
You share my blonde hair, don't care. Sure don't. I've been had her, but haven't been wearing her. Blonde hair, don't care. I know that's right. Hey, Mikey, how you doing? I know it's early. It is mad early. Did you share yourself out? I shared the video. I did put it on the community page, but I didn't. What I should have did was just did my little clip, and then if everybody wanted to see it in its entirety, I put a little something. I'm gonna share that out there. I'm just coming up here to hang out for a few. Yeah, I just came up here to hang out for a few. Because sometimes, like, you don't know what you're going to get when you come up here. So sometimes I like to come on early to, like, I get like a different crowd sometimes when I come up early. So that way people can meet like new folks when they drop their link or come back. I'm talking about share this live out on your wall. I certainly will. That's one thing I don't do is share my own videos, but I have to start doing that, because don't nobody do nothing else for you. Be the one to do it for yourself, right? Yes. Hey, Sugar Love, how you doing, honey? Type the word faith if you want your link drop. Type the word faith. How are y'all doing? Yes. You guys getting ready for Christmas? Yes. Is there anything y'all have? My Christmas list was very small this year. Very, very small. But basically I get for just for the kiddies, the smaller kiddies. But before I used to buy for everybody. Yeah, I noticed when I share it while I'm live, folks come in. Oh, okay. Well, let me do that. Let me see. No, I'm tired from. You tired from Thanksgiving? I know that's right. I think for Christmas I'll be making a regular meal. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me. See, I'm all this time, and I'm still trying to learn YouTube. And I could seem like I could only share to. Oops. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I think I could only share to what I would choose would be Facebook. But I have my Facebook for different stuff. Like my Facebook channel is I'm just not ready to share on Facebook yet. I have shared some stuff on Facebook, but not like everything. Yes, thanks. Share is next to your like, but yeah, I saw it, but it says for Facebook. I ain't ready to share on Facebook. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because that's basically my church family and my family. But I wish you could like go to Facebook and like certain groups. You could do it too, because I get a lot of hits when I do it on Facebook. Um, they may take a peep when they come over, but I don't know. Yeah. What's going on with you guys? I got to purchase my 7 gifts for 7 of my subscribers. I hear you. I'm going to send a few of my subscribers too. Um, my my buddies. You know, you can share this on your community post. It's not working. I try to. That's what I try to do. Share it on my community post, but I don't see where it don't say post. It just says share. I don't know. I guess they kind of got me jacked. I don't know. It kind of got me jacked up. But I'll do it afterwards. But it's okay because when they come back and take a peep, that's okay. They come back and later and take a peep. I don't have no problem with that. It seems like I get a lot of hits once I'm off too. Like people come like in and out while I'm on. So it's fine. Long as they come in and take a wink. Wait. Take a quick look. Yeah. So yes, I'll be sharing a few a few a handful of my favorite YouTubers too. Can't get for everybody because you'd be broke. Not to say I can spread the love, but as far as spreading the gifts, that's gonna have to be a little close, a little tight. Go straight to your community page. You don't see it. Oh, okay. So maybe that's what it did. I gotta check it out and see. Okay, that's cool. Thanks, Sugar Love. Thanks for the tip. I needed that little tip. So, if this is the holiday season, any other season that you may want to call it, um, what had annoyed you since I say since Thanksgiving? What annoys you during this time of the season? Is there something that annoys you? Only thing annoys me, I would say, is when parking. Like you want to go here, you want to go there, and everything is just crammed up, and you really can't get in how you want to. The crowds in the store is not so bad. I mean, it's getting crowded because here in New York, a lot of people had been pretty much mandated to come back to work. So it's more cars on the street and everything is kind of like back to normal pretty much. And the stores and stuff is getting crowded. So, you know, more cars. More cars is out there. Crime and killing, oh, that's what annoys you. I hear you. Rude people. I know that's right. Spending all my money. Now my kids love me. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yeah. One thing about the kiddies, you work their nerve all year long, but when it comes time to Christmas, they do try to hug you up. Ma, I want this. Start being nice and showing you this and showing you that. Nah, go sit down somewhere. Keep that being spirit. Yeah. But the crime and the killing there is uh, that's a whole thing in itself. A lot of people outside of New York have been talking a lot about a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff going on. So it's sickening. It is. It's sickening. Very sickening. And I think these days with nobody really, I don't think they're really getting locked up. I think January here in New York City in January the courts and stuff is supposed to open back up. I don't know because they moved the date from December to January. So I think once the new year come in, it's going to be extra messy. It's going to be extra messy. Like I said, as far as tenant landlord court is going to be booming. It's going to be booming. The courts is going to be out of control. I think that's going to be the main thing. The main thing is going to be the courts, the court system, as far as housing goes. I think also too, like right now, they can't turn off your utilities here in New York. That's been going on since the Big P. So they can't, no matter, they can't turn off your utilities. But people have to realize that's because they can't turn off your utilities doesn't mean that your bill is exhausted. You know, you have to realize that your rent and your bills is still going up. And I think a lot of people has really, really, really taken advantage of you can't do nothing because of what's been happening, what's been going on. But they have to realize that it's going to end sooner or later. Sooner or later it's going to end. And I do believe in the new year it's going to be a lot going on. And I pray that some people have been holding on to something, which a lot of us don't. We just are free for all. We just get out there and do what we have to do. Um, but the landlords are tired, you know, and I think they're ready to. They just don't want. Well, they can't want no money because they haven't been getting no money for almost 2 years. So it's now at a point where I think the shelter system is really going to be overloaded. You know, um, but I pray that a lot of people have been doing the right thing, especially if you have kids. Especially if you have kids, they shouldn't have to suffer because you wanted just to be nonchalant for pastime because you have to apply for those subsidies programs that's out there. I think that's pretty much the only thing that would kind of like save you from something to apply for those subsidies that's out there. So when push come to shove, you got your little number saying, well, hey, I applied for X, Y, and Z, and it just haven't come through yet, or they're taking their time because they can't fault you for something, for a system that's moving slow. Pretty much, they can't fault you for a system that's moving slow. So take advantage of those programs, even though they're moving slow. You haven't heard nothing, this, that, and other. Put it in anyway. Put it in. Send in, upload those documents. Because when push come to shove, when crap hits the fan, you can at least be somewhat ready. Somewhat ready, and make it harder for somebody to evict you. Nobody wants to get evicted in 2022. You know, so we have to do the right thing, people. The party's going to be over. Got to do the right thing. I know a lot of people love the stimmies they've been getting, and all that going on, but that's now at an end. So it's time to don't just have a plan A. You got to have a plan B, C, and D, because things is slowly getting back into place. And when those things open up, the courthouses, that's it. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And they're going to be, you had time. Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? You know, can't say you ain't had a computer. Borrow one. Go to a friend's house. Let me get on your computer for a minute, apply for this and apply for that. I think some of the libraries reopen. Go to that library and apply for this and apply for that. Just don't leave yourself out there looking like a sucker. Pretty much. Don't leave yourself out there looking like a sucker because you ain't, you just willy-nilly and just nonchalant, just thinking this is how it's going to be forever. No, it's not. It's not. So make sure you do the right thing and apply. Apply. CYA. Cover your okay? Cover your I'm just up here just chit-chatting for a little while. I'm not going to be on too long, like I said. So, like I said, with the holiday season here, what is the worst gift that you received from last year from either family, friends, from your job, or whatever. What's the worst gift that you ever received? You be like, sometimes we get things, we be like, now they could have, I don't understand some people. They send you a gift and they can know you forever and a day. And they know that's not your character. They know that's not your character. It's like they just have to give you something. And not to say that I'm unappreciative or something like that, but my thing is save your money. Save your money. I don't want something that I'm going to re-gift because I don't believe in holding on to something just because, you know, maybe I can't use it, but somebody else might think, they can use it and they'll love it. But you know, I like to, if you're talking with a person somewhat, you would kind of like know what they like or something like that. Or if you just watch them a little bit, well, I see she like a little bracelets on her wrist, and they don't have to be nothing expensive. Could be a little $5 or $10, but it's something that you know that they wear. Little chain, little costume, jewelry, earrings, or something something like that. There, y'all. People come with some. Don't bring me no cups. Ugh, cups at the cup. Every year's a cup. I don't like washing dishes like that. I don't want no cup. Or what's the worst thing I got? Some funny looking earrings one time and some gloves that came, they was for the winter, but they came all the way up to here. Who in the winter time got time? You putting on your hat, your coat, you put on your gloves. Who got time to put on gloves way up to here where you got to put the gloves on first before you put on your coat, but they can get up to there? It depends on what you got on. I'm like, why? Why? But they usually buy you stuff that they like. So if they like it, they're gonna think that you like it. Mm-mm. No, I don't like what everybody like. I'm simple. I am. I like little simple stuff, but it don't have to be nothing too much. But I like little simple stuff. I don't like those little crazy gifts. That's just me. That's just me. I think the best gift though that I give is money or a gift card. That's the best thing because I feel like this here, buy what you want to buy, and when you buy it, it came from me, no matter what it may be. So that's how I feel about that. I think it's simple, but some people don't like to give stuff like that. Understandable. They want to give you a gift, and I get that too. But know what they like. And if you don't know what they like, give them a wish list. That's what I do. I give a wish list. 3 things. What's 3 things that you would like to have? And if they're all expensive, I'm gonna get them the bootleg version, but it's gonna be what they like. Yes, it's gonna be what they like. So yes, I'm just gonna be up here for a half an hour running my mouth because I'm trying to break in. I'm trying to break in my new girl here. Trying to break her in. Trying to break her in. I like this color. Yes, trying to break her in. So I said, let me come up here and sweat a little bit and break her in. So come on, you guys. Next time I come up here, I'm coming up here with these same questions. So, is anybody committing themselves for the new year? I don't make commitments myself because I always break them anyway. So I stopped doing it. I stopped doing it, stop doing it, stop doing it because it doesn't make any sense. Because that's one thing, like I usually say, I like to start what I finish, but that I had to leave it alone because when I started, I never finished. So I said, you know what? Boom. Let me just leave it alone because I ain't gonna be doing all that. I'm not committing to nothing that I remember the days when I smoked cigarettes. Oh, I'm going to stop smoking cigarettes. That's going to be it. That's my New Year's resolution. I'm going to stop smoking cigarettes. It took me a couple of years to stop smoking them cigarettes. So that was something that I started and never finished. Well, I'm finished now. But back then, I'm not making no commitment that I know I ain't going to keep. that I know I ain't going to keep. And for those that I'm going to lose me 10, 15, 20 pounds, the key to that is eat little portions. Eat little portions. And don't be trying to put your all into losing the weight. I'm gonna stop eating this. I'm gonna stop doing. That's when you want to eat it more. That's when you're gonna do it more. So I think when you eat smaller portions, you know, drink a lot of water and drink and eat smaller portions is when you don't mind dieting, because dieting is hard for a lot of people. It's really, really hard for a lot of people. And a lot of them go to a quick fix. The quick fix is having surgery and stuff like that. And I understand, don't get me wrong, I understand, but for health reasons, I understand, but for a quick fix, for vanity, just be careful. Just be careful, because those surgeries, or sometimes they have a after effect after you do it. It doesn't, it's just not for everybody. It's not just for everybody, because you got some people that still like to eat, and they wind up gaining the weight back, or went through so much of the cutting and stuff like that, and the weight is coming back, and then now they have stomach problems and stuff like it's a lot. I've seen people that went through those surgeries, either the band, with the band, it, I guess it popped or something, I don't know, but the weight came back with that, and it's just so much. So hey, Ben, you have to be comfortable at what you do, you know. It's hard to lose when you like to eat. It is hard to lose when you like to eat. That's why it's best to eat smaller portions and try to wing yourself that way by eating smaller portions. They don't have to be the whole shebang. It could be some vegetables, a little bit of rice, and stuff like that that tastes good, but you're just eating smaller portions opposed to, I'm going to starve myself. And then when you do eat something, you consuming them more in 1 or 2 days than you did for a whole week, and the weight just bam come back. It's been a while. How are you? I am fine, Ben. How are you doing? Type the word faith, Ben. Ben is my buddy from Scotland. From Scotland. Yes. Cheers, chef. Yes, he's from Scotland. Yes, he is. What you been up to, Ben? What's been going on out there? Yes, what's been going on out there? So I need me some skinny boy pills or something. Find this wine. You are good just as you are. You are. You are. You're not fat. You're not thickum. But you got some. It's something to hold on to. You good. You good. You are good. Your build is the type that when I was younger, I would run at. I would get. That was I was attracted to. So you're not big, you're not small. You're a nice size just as you are. Yes. It's been madness out here. It's a miracle if I make it past 25. Why you say that, Ben? What's going on? Why you say that, Ben? What's happening with that mate? Yes. So you are good, Finest Wine. You are good, good, good. Me, I think I have always been a slim girl. I take after my dad, my sister take after my mama. But I would say my sister that's over me and Kathy, she me and her were about the smallest in the family. So everybody else, all my mother's sisters, all my siblings are thick was kind of thick girls. Kind of thick girls. And I think the heaviest I ever been is when I was in my 20s. in my 20s, and I went up to almost a size 16. But it looked good on me because I'm tall. I'm 5'9". So it was just something that I guess my metabolism was different. Now I'm older and did a lot of stuff that I stopped eating too. So that adds to it. So right about now I just got a little pop belly, but that's about it. We're speaking positivity thoughts over your life. Exactly. Exactly, Ben. Oh no, Ben. Please don't talk like that. Yes. Um, where is Ben? See, if I was on StreamYard, I would have Ben come up here and see what my boy is talking about. Let me see if he's still in the building. Yeah, he's still here. He might be typing. What's going on, Ben? Tell me a little something, something. What's going on? Ben is young, as we could say, as you can see. He's from Scotland, and he hasn't been up here in a minute. And I don't know what the heck is going on. Hey, I'm positive, lads. Don't worry. It's just all about survival lately. Okay. But survival in what way, mate? I'm kind of like lost. What's going on out there? Just give a brief. You don't have to tell us all. Just give it like a little something, something, or a scenario or something like that. You don't have to tell your business up here. You don't have to tell your business because I'm interested to know what's going on in other states and countries. You know what's going on in your world over there in Scotland. Yes, what's going on out there? Is there anything anybody want to improve for next year? Anything anybody want to improve for next year? Something that you may want to like from this year you might want to change about yourself, your environment, about anything you may want to change or do different next year. Um, I need to I need to get over my fear of airplanes because everybody that especially family, they're moving here, moving there, and it takes a plane. I mean, you can go another route, but who wants to spend time traveling? That's too much. It's hard to go out and have a good time. I personally don't get into trouble, but there are times when I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. Drinks, fights, music, lassies. I'm losing memory. I don't want to, but I need to. I hear you. Um, Maybe it's time you have to like change your circle because you shouldn't want to go out and have a good little time, and because you're young. And I understand you want to get out there and party a little bit, but fights and stuff like that there, sometimes you have to like change your circle. You got to change your circle. So I remember when I used to go out, it used to be I went out with the same group of girls because we was all girlfriends, and it was like maybe six of us, about six of us, and that was my crew. And we all looked out for each other, stuff like that there. And every time if you seen one of them, it was five more behind us. So it was fun to start, but it's getting tiring. Yeah, yeah, it does, it does. So it does. It can get tiring after a while, especially when you doing it a lot. Because I was about to say, after a while, it gets boring after a while. But you're still kind of young. I didn't stop really partying until I was in my late 30s. In my late 30s, that's when I needed to change. When I got in my late 30s, you're clubbing, drinking, you meeting the fellas, you're hanging out. We had the guys with the cars and the money, all that stuff, all that stuff. You know, And still, it got boring after a while, because then you want more stability. Because after doing all that there, you start thinking differently. You want to settle down. Some wants to get married, stuff like that, especially a woman's mindset, because she's always looking. After you see me, I went out to party, have fun. That was it. That was my thing. I just wanted to have fun. And you got some women that want to go out and party, but yet they're looking for that soulmate. Maybe you could find them in a club, maybe you can't. To me, you can't find a good man in a club. Mm-mm. I feel like I go to other countries, it'll be fun, especially America. Yeah, yeah, but it's crap wherever you go. So it's not where you go, it's how you go about going. You kind of get that? It's not where you go, because that stuff is all over, but it's a way you go about. It's a way you go about it. You have to change your circle. Sometimes you can't keep going to the same club all the time, or the same hangout spot all the time. Sometimes you got to find something a little new, somewhere else. Sometimes you got to travel a little further out to have a different type of fun, and a more safer fun or something like that there. Because after a while, the circle, everybody get to know each other, and you be seeing this one from last week and that one from last week, and people think they know you like that, and they tend to be a little rude and carrying on. No, sometimes we act a little fool sometimes, and they look at you like, okay, there goes so and so from last week. He started up. He started up. We gonna just, you know, we just gonna have a fight. We're gonna turn the place out. So you don't need all that. When you go out, it's supposed to be for enjoyment. You know, go out to have fun and call it a day. Not going out to come home, bloody up or had a fight or wind up in jail or something like that, all because you want to have a good time. No. And if you hang out with people like that, let them go. Let them go. Yes. Like I said, you're still young. You're still young, but I advise you, change your circle. Change your circle and your environment. Yes. Did you play sports TT in high school? Um, Believe it or not, no. Mm-mm. I didn't play sports or anything like that. Um, no, I don't even think I was interested. I think the only thing I used to do a lot was play handball. I used to love to play handball, and that was my sport right there. As for in school, I think at one time I wanted to be a cheerleader, but I was like, I never went up for the team or anything like that. I was kind of like shy back then, and then I thought I had a problem with my height, within myself. I thought I was too tall for everything. So I didn't I had to get over my, you can leave it in the kitchen. I had to get over, close the door when you come back. I had to get over what do you call that? My insecurities. My own insecurities. And we all have them. And no, I didn't it kept me from doing some stuff. Hey Diaz World, hey sis, love to hear. Hey, aka James Money, type the word fake if you like to. Thank you. This is I didn't give her a name yet, but she cute. She cute. I usually wear the ones longer, but she cute. Your schools in America are huge and hectic, very class. Some, they're 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 overcrowded. That's what they are. They're overcrowded. And there's a lot of good schools though. There's a lot of good schools. They are. It's all what you want out of life. There's good schools everywhere. It's all what you put into it. Life is all what you put into it. What you put into it is what you're going to get out. Sometimes we need people to motivate us more and push us more. And with me growing up, I didn't have that. I didn't have that push. Everything was there, but I just needed that push, and I didn't have nobody to push me. So pretty much, I just dangled along, And that was pretty much it. Pretty much it. But I had somebody to motivate me within, because I always wanted to be a judge. I did. I always wanted to be a judge, and I'm so nutty. When I used to play hooky, yeah, I used to play hooky. When I used to play hooky, I used to play hooky in the libraries, and I used to play hooky in the courthouses. I tell you, I'm weirdo. In the courthouses and in the libraries. That's where I used to go. And I used to sit on cases and listen in. And this was before, I don't know, people getting called to jury duty. Don't ask me, even like thinking about it now. It's like, how did I get into these courtrooms? you know, with people having, you have to go through, to show your paper, or whatever the case may be. Maybe it wasn't like that back there. I don't know. Hey, Craft by Rose. Hi, I have 45 minutes ads going. Don't even worry about that, Rose. Just type the word faith if you want your link drop. Type the word faith, Faith. Yes. So I didn't have that motivation, but I wanted to be a judge. Sure did. I wanted to be a judge. And by sitting there on, hush, Coco. Y'all can tell I'm home now. By sitting there in the courtrooms, I was learning law. I was learning, about the court system. I was meeting the lawyers, the prosecutors. I was getting to know some of at least two judges, and I wouldn't go all the time because I didn't want them to catch on that, okay, what's this girl doing here? How come she ain't in school? But I used to go in, and that's where I used to play hooky at. Are you still on the air? Yes, I am. So then I used to help out the lawyers. I would just run up and down the floor to make them little copies and come on back and stuff like that. They trusted me. Don't act that. Here I am. I had been, what you in junior high school, 15, 14, something like that. But that's what I used to do. And they always told me, if you go to law school, come see me after law school. So it was just something that I always wanted to do, and just never got to do it. That please keep me in your prayer, not to put my business out there, but I had to separate myself from my mom, and it's been very heavy on my heart, but it was needed for my peace of mind. Yes, I will definitely be praying for you, Diaz World. Diaz World, you can hit me up because we're both on Instagram. You can message me in Instagram, and I'll send you my phone number, because, like I say, some things like shouldn't be um, out there, as far as you know on YouTube and stuff like that. Some things is a little more personal, and I do talk personal with a lot of folks, because y'all know my ministry. Y'all know my ministry, what it is. Besides being a friend, content creator, I'm also a minister, and that's what God called me to do. And talking with folks and stuff like that, there, I'm good with it. Okay, I sure will. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes, and I'll call you after I get off this live if you have the time, or if you don't have the time, I'll leave you a message, and you just call me anytime. I'll send you my number also. So yes, it's okay to separate from your parents. Go your own way for your peace of mind. But one thing you must do is with a joyful heart and peace in your heart, and not anger or meanness. Amen. Amen. But the when it comes to parents, when it comes to parents, they are pretty much, be it good parents or bad parents, they're kind of our support system. And sometimes we do have to separate, and because a lot of things, usually what happens with parents when children separate from them, it's because something was going on in their lifetime that they never had healing or support, therapy, or even sometimes medication for. And it spills into when they have children. So they act a certain way with us, and we may not understand it, and it'd be nerve wracking. And they say and do off the wall things, but we have to know that that's another spirit that's on them. And it's hard because we see them at our mom, we see them at our dad, and we have to see them with a spiritual eye. That's not my mom because my mom should love me. That's not my dad should love me. So we know that's just the enemy using our parents, our children, our friends, our family to come up against us because they're the closest ones to us. So we have to look at things spiritually. And I will be talking to you, and sometimes you do have to separate a little bit, and hopefully God will bring it back together. No, not Drop Road. Drop is my sister's channel, Faith. Faith is for this channel here, Faith. Type the word faith. When it comes down to your parents, you always have to keep a kind position with them because God doesn't like for you to mistreat your parents. Amen. Amen. And a lot of people stop at the Bible with that verse. Honor your mom and your dad so your days can be long. But if you just keep reading, it also tells parents, don't cause your kids to wrath. Don't cause your kids to wrath. Everybody stops at that one verse. Honor your mom and your dad, your days will grow long. But also, too, in that same thing, God is saying, parents, don't cause your kids to wrath either. Don't cause your kids to be upset with you. Don't cause your kids to hate you. Don't cause your kids to run away from you and stuff like that. So when reading the word, we have to um, read it in its fullness. So because we don't want to say one part without the other part, because we don't want nobody to think, oh, if I don't honor my mom and my dad, that's just it. This and another. Yeah, respect your parents, of course. No matter what they do, respect them. You know, but also too, the children have a little something in them that comes out because of the repercussion that the parent is giving. So parents, don't cause your kids to wrath. Yes. So yeah. But yes, Diaz World, go to my Instagram and leave. I got my phone in my hand already. Let me see something. Y'all can keep chatting while I'm here. Uh, Amen. I pray and ask for forgiveness, but even parents can be toxic. Yes, they can. I'll definitely hit you up on IG. Yeah, I just left my number for you on IG. So give me about 5 or 10 minutes and call me. You can call me whenever I get off the say live. You can anytime after that you can give me a call. I am here for you, my sister. Diaz World is a sweetheart. Like I say, um yeah, yes. Sometimes I can minister on here, and then there's sometimes where I have to minister behind the scenes. Yes. So Craft by Rose, type the word faith. Type the word faith. Hey, Rollins Review. How are you doing, sis? How are you doing? I'll be leaving in a few, but how are you? How are you? Yes. How are you doing? Yes, and for those that didn't, if y'all in touch with, well, you go on my community page. I was on a panel earlier this morning with finding you. I'm absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. It's me once and yes, Hunty. He had a 6-woman panel talking about women, um, the favor, women of favor arise, which was a pretty good panel with myself and 5 other women, Bernice Junk Closet, really TT, and it was, I forgot the other 3 names, but it's on my community page. If y'all want to take a look at it, I'm the third speaker. The third speaker. So hopefully, and I put like a little clip on my page too, and it has the on my last video, it has the thing on there. Sounds good. Yeah, it was good. It was good. So I always like to just see how I do. My sister said I did okay. You know, she said I did good, but yes. So that was pretty cool. I like to go on panels. Depending on what the panel is. I ain't gonna say I like to go on panels because people could have you coming up with different nonsense. But I do. I don't mind going on panel discussions. Um, and the same thing for me. I like to invite people to certain panels that I be having also. I haven't done one since my mental illness one, um, but I want to come up with something, you know, that's a good conversation piece. And we already know mental illness goes a long way, so I'll check it out. I'm surprised you two are not together today. We were together earlier. What it was, sometimes I go over to my sister's house. Most of the time, I go over on a weekend. Sometimes I go over through the weekday, and I'm home the weekends. So sometimes we're retired. It's what we do. Wherever we feel, hey, let's do it. You know. So we go and hang out with family and friends, stuff like that, through the weekday or the weekend, whenever we get together. We always doing something. But yeah, I just left her maybe about 3 hours ago, maybe 4, something like that. So I'll see her the weekend. Sometimes my people's in his house, they be missing me. They be calling me, Mom, when you coming home? Trying to act like they don't care. They know they care. Let me know if you ever need me to participate in any of your panel discussions. I certainly will. I certainly will. You know, I certainly will. Um, I want to, I think it's something that me and Finest Wine was chatting about. That's going to be, I think it will be a kind of a hot topic. Um, but I think it needs to be talked about. There's some conversations that people of God don't touch or don't too much talk about. We a lot of them just talk about the goodness of God, uh, the this, the that, the blessings, and all this and all that. But it's more to it's a two-way conversation. It's the good and the bad and the ugly. You know, it's the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's why I say I'm from the streets to the church. Deborah Catch by Faith, from the streets to the church, motivational, inspirational speaker. But I say that because everything that happens in the streets is in the Word of God already. So it's not like it's something new. It's nothing new. The Bible tells us there's nothing new under the sun. So those, I guess some people don't know how to really talk about certain subjects, and that's what it is. Pretty much, probably, they don't know how to approach certain subjects, and some people just are too bold about certain things. And when you have a discussion about something, you have to value everybody's opinion be it good, bad, or indifferent. You have to value everybody's opinion. I have been on some panels where it was just the host way of thinking. It was how the host felt and this, that, and other. It's not about that. And then they wanted to correct you on how you should feel and what you should do. No, if you're having a panel discussion and that's the way they feel, it's all right for them to express themselves and it's all right for you to give your opinion, but you don't make your opinion their answer or something like that. You put your opinion out there and give them something to think about as well. It's the same with you. You could be narrow minded and somebody can say something. You so narrow minded that you don't want to open up. You just want to stay like that. No. And you just want to see things your way, do things your way, and that's just it. Your way is the only way. You have to be open. If you're not open, don't do no panel discussions. Don't do no panel discussions. But you make a fool out of yourself and you try to downgrade your panel that's up there because you want to be self-righteous. Don't do that. Yes. So that's my opinion. That's the way I do it over here. That's the way I do it over here. And that's just it. That's what's great about panels. Everyone shares their outlook. Exactly. That's what it's all about. But I have seen some selfish hosts that is their way or the highway. And then they want to degrade. I have even been on, hey, Miss SVNC. You can take the word faith if you choose. I have been on some other people's panels where they just have them to I guess like the grade people, sort of like, because they think that makes I guess their ratings go up. So they want to have this panel and they already have in their mind, well, whoever come up, I'm just going to chop this up, or I'm going to invite this one. I'm just going to chop, 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 this, that, and the other. You know, no, that makes you look like an idiot. And it makes people, you know, just shy away from you. And pretty much the only one you talking to is yourself. Then you got some people that like it. If they're messy, they hang in there with the mess. I don't have time for that. So I am picky about panels that I choose to go on, and I am picky about people that I choose to come on mine. Because if I feel you don't have an open mind, then it ain't gonna work. Because most of the time you're gonna see what the subject is about. If you can't handle what the subject, you'll know what the subject is about beforehand. But if you can't understand or get down with the subject, and you just harsh, I don't like no rude people being harsh to somebody else's opinion. Hey, Food Forest, Permaculture. Good evening, fellow Earthlings. Good evening to you too. You can type the word faith if you want your link drop. Yes. So yes, I would like to do another panel discussion. I just have to figure it out and see what's up, and invite a few people up that I know that's open-minded people. Yes. So that's that. So anybody want to chit chat about before we get on out of here? I want to thank all of y'all for coming in because I just came up here for a few because it was early. And sometimes, like I said, sometimes you get different a different vibe. Each time you come on YouTube, you get a different vibe. You may get this vibe today, that vibe the next day, this vibe another day. You don't know what type of vibe you're going to get, but you got to have that vibe within you that you're ready to come up if one person or nobody's up here. You're going to come up here, you're going to do your thing, you're going to say what you have to say because guess what? Just because nobody's in the room, don't think nobody's not going to come back and listen to what you have to say, you know. And if you enjoy doing what you do what you do, and let God send in the masses. Let God do the rest. Just continue to do what you love to do, and that's being a great content creator, putting stuff out there that's going to motivate, educate, or just give people something to think about. Yes, give people something to think about. It'd be wonderful. There's a lot of wonderful YouTubers up here. Y'all you're all great. And if I must say so myself, I think I have. I feel your channel attracts certain people. I would say is who you are that attracts people to your channel. So if you're messy, you're gonna get a whole lot of mess. You know. So it if your vibe is right, people are gonna come in. If your vibe is off, that's what you're gonna get a bunch of off people. And I find that you know a bunch of off people after a while they even get tired of the mess because you can be so messy so much that after a while it gets so much into your spirit that it's like, well, dang, who am I turning into? So you try to remove yourself from that, and then that's when it gets hard because you've been in it so long that people just take you as what you produce, what you produce. And I have had some people in those type of situations come over to my channel because they liked the peace, they liked the word that was given, they liked the conversation of the chat. So my door is always open to any and everybody. Just take your shoes off at the door, respectful, and say hi to everybody. If your vibe is positive, positive people will come around. Exactly. Exactly. You just said yes. But if you messy, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get some messy people. And yeah, it may be good for the numbers, but it's not good for the soul. Numbers fade, but my soul, mm-mm, you're not gonna you ain't gonna mess with that because that is my everyday, my everyday, you know. And why get yourself bent out of people you may never see in life. You may never see in life. So, but if you leave a positive thought, a positive vibe, hey, you'll leave them with something positive and whatnot. It has a way of coming back around. It has a way of coming back around. When you least suspect certain things, you open up that mailbox, you see that little check up in there, you be like, ooh, thank you, Lord, where that come from? Because God knows there was somebody that came to your chat that needed some positivity in their life, and they sat there and they watched you, and they watched how you did this and they watched how you did that. I don't care if it's cooking, cleaning, whatever piece you gave to their spirit, they enjoyed it. So God said, you know what, I'm gonna bless that person just from blessing another person that they didn't even know that they was blessing. So let me drop them a little sprinkle of this, that, and other. Y'all ever get one of those I call a check from heaven that you ain't even expected, unexpected blessing? That's the best kind. When you just down to that last dollar or something like that, you be like, dang, I ain't got no money. Then here comes somebody, ring, ring, knock, knock, open up that mailbox, like, ooh, look at that cash app. Okay. You know, you don't know what angels God gonna use to be that blessing for you. That's why it's nice to be nice. Sometimes you can't be nice to everybody, but you can be cordial. You could give them a little smile, little, okay, be blessed, and go on about your business. You don't have to stand there and go toe to toe. For what? It's a waste of time and energy. Mm-mm. It's too much stress. No, you make me frown. I don't have time for that. You know. Hey, Bernice. Hey, sis. Here and chat them. Yes, yes, yes. Enjoyed you earlier. Yes. So, yeah. Hey, King. Chef Bonnet wine. Yes. So it's nice to be nice. Yeah. So, any last minute thoughts? Any last minute questions? Any last minute anything before I take 2 steps to the rear and get on out of here? Because the family just brought me in some food, and I'm going to get down with the get downs and sit back and relax. I finished breaking in my girl over here. I done wore her for a little bit, so she good now. She good. I enjoy you. That was awesome. Yes, it was. Bernice also was on that panel. And if, like I say, you can go to my community tab, or you could look in the description box, and the panel discussion is on that with our host. It's me, Watson. Yes, honey, content creator. So check it out. Check it out. Check it out. What you about to eat, Auntie? I'm about to eat me some spaghetti. Sure is. I'm about to eat me some spaghetti and call it a day. Spaghetti and meatball. I think they went to. I think so because we don't cook on the weekend. They go out and get something, bring it on in. So I think they went to Olive Garden somewhere. So I like their spaghetti. Spaghetti and salad, I think it is. I just know I smell it. Yes. So anything, just rock, just living. Hey, hello, host and chat. Watch from the bushes. Enjoy your conversations. Everyone have a great evening. I'm glad. See, I love my bush people. Yes. Thank you, thank you. Peace and love, fellow earthlings. Blessing to all. We'll see you all again. Yes, for sure, for sure. Yes. That's another thing. You never know who's hiding up in them bushes. And I love it. When people be up in the bushes, and then when I'm about to go off, they come on down and say, I've been watching you. I get a lot of that in my comments too. When you know how you go to your comments, when you check your videos and stuff like that, and the little comment section over there is nothing but comments that you may have not responded to. I have a lot of people over there just be checking a sister out, and it's all positive, and I like that. I like that. So I said they be up in my bushes checking a sister out. Love it, love it. Yes. Check out my food for thoughts. That's something new that I started doing too. I got that from Charlene Hill, which was a sort of like a challenge. We posted did a few of them, but I just kept doing them. I like doing little food for little shorts, um, and that's it. Them shorts be kicking. Them shorts be kicking. Get a lot of views off them shorts, but I keep that going too. So with that being said, nobody else is saying anything. So I'm about to take 2 steps to the rear and get myself on out of here. That's old school, right? That's real old school. Yes. So guys, I will talk to you later. This your girl Deborah Catch by Faith saying, wash them hands, still wear that mask, still social distance. Keep God first in all you say and do. From the streets to the church. Show some love somebody short. They definitely love you, baby. This is your girl. I can't make it to heaven if I don't love y'all. So I know y'all love me. Yes. Take care. That's right. Wear your mask. You too. Everybody be well. Thank you all for coming in.